I'm David. What I'm about to tell you today is something I've never been able to share with anyone. Even now, when I think about it, a chill runs through my body. I work as a 911 operator on the night shift. That night began like any other. Quiet, a little monotonous, filled with the usual calls, but one phone call changed everything. I still can't fully understand what really happened that night. All I know is that the voice on the other end of the line knew things about my life it had no way of knowing. And the most terrifying part was, it said that within a few minutes, something would happen to me that I wouldn't be able to stop. This is the story of that night, the one that happened to me. The night shift at the 911 dispatch center is usually quiet in a strange way. Not silent, never silent, but filled with a low hum of distant voices, ringing lines, and the soft tapping of keyboards. I had been working there long enough to get used to the rhythm. Most calls were predictable. Noise complaints, minor accidents. The occasional emergency that spiked my heartbeat and then faded into paperwork. That night I remember feeling unusually calm. It was just past 2:00 a.m. The fluorescent lights above me buzzed softly. My coffee had gone cold, untouched. I was staring at the digital clock on my screen when my line lit up, incoming call. I put on my headset and answered with the same steady tone I'd practiced for years. 911, what's your emergency? For a second, there was only static. A faint crackling sound like wind brushing against a microphone. I almost thought the line was dead, then I heard breathing, slow, uneven, too close to the receiver. Hello, I said, I can hear you. What's your emergency? The voice that answered didn't sound panicked. It sounded tired, calm in a way that felt wrong. You need to listen carefully, the voice said. I don't have much time. I straightened in my chair. Something about the tone made my stomach tighten. Sir or ma'am, I need you to tell me where you are, I replied. We can send help. There was a soft, humorless laugh. You can't send help, the voice said. Not to me, I'm calling about you. I felt a small chill crawl up my arms. Calls like this happen sometimes, pranks or people trying to unsettle dispatchers. I kept my voice neutral. This line is for emergencies only, I said. If this is a prank, it's 2:07 a.m., the voice interrupted. Your coffee is cold, you're thinking about heating it up, but you don't want to leave your desk. My hand froze over the keyboard. I looked at the clock, 2:07 a.m. A prickling sensation spread across the back of my neck. I scanned the room. Other operators were at their stations, focused on their own calls. No one was looking at me. How do you know that? I asked before I could stop myself. The breathing on the other end grew shakier. Because, the voice whispered, I'm you. About 7 minutes from now, I almost pulled off my headset. My first instinct was to end the call, but my finger hovered over the button, refusing to press it. That's not funny, I said. My voice sounded thinner than I wanted. Identify yourself. You're going to hear a noise soon, the voice continued, ignoring me. A knock, 3 slow knocks. Don't open the door, my heart thudded hard in my chest. I'm at work, I said. There is no door near me. There was a pause. Not the door at work, the voice said softly. The door at home. A wave of cold washed over me. My apartment was empty. I lived alone. I pictured the dark hallway outside my front door, the thin strip of light that always slipped in from the stairwell. This is impossible, I muttered. You left your kitchen light on, the voice said. You were in a hurry. You told yourself it didn't matter. Images flashed in my mind, me grabbing my keys, the glow of the kitchen light behind me. I hadn't told anyone about that. My hands started to shake. What happens in 7 minutes? I asked. The line crackled. For a moment I thought the call had dropped. Then the voice returned, strained and urgent. You hear the knock, it said. You think it's a neighbor. You open the door, and that's when the voice cut off abruptly. All I could hear was frantic breathing and a distant sound, a dull, rhythmic thumping. It took me a second to realize what it was. Knocking, 3 slow knocks, my vision blurred. I wasn't home. I was safe in a building surrounded by people, and yet the sound felt like it was echoing inside my skull. Do you hear it? I whispered. Yes, the voice breathed. That's the first time. Don't open it, no matter what you hear after. The knocking stopped. Silence rushed in, heavy and suffocating. I became aware of my own heartbeat, loud in my ears. Around me, the dispatch center continued as normal. Someone laughed softly at another station. A phone rang. The ordinary sounds felt distant, unreal. What do you want me to do? I asked. Stay on the line, the voice said. If you hang up, I won't exist, and if I don't exist, you won't know what's coming. I swallowed hard. Minutes stretched like hours. The voice guided me through every second, describing things that hadn't happened yet in eerie detail. a supervisor walking past my desk, a message popping up on my screen. Each prediction came true exactly as described. With every confirmation, the knot in my stomach tightened. Then the voice went quiet. "It's happening sooner than I thought," it whispered. "Something's wrong, what do you mean?" I demanded. "I didn't remember this part," the voice said. Fear seeped into its tone for the first time. "There's someone inside the apartment already," my breath caught. "That's not possible," I said. "The door was locked." "It doesn't matter," the voice replied. "Listen to me. When you get home, do not turn on the lights. Go straight to the bedroom. Lock the door. Call the police from your cell." "I am the police," I said automatically. "You know what I mean," the voice snapped. "Promise me." Before I could answer, a sharp crash exploded through the line. The voice screamed, a raw, terrified sound that sliced through me. Then the call went dead. I stared at the silent receiver. My reflection trembled faintly in the dark screen. I should have reported the call immediately, logged it, followed protocol. Instead, I sat there, frozen, replaying the scream in my head. When my shift ended, the sky outside was pale with early morning light. I told myself the call had been an elaborate prank. A coincidence layered on coincidence, but my hands still shook as I drove home. The hallway outside my apartment was quiet, too quiet. I stood in front of my door, keys clenched in my fist, listening. Nothing. I remembered the instructions. Don't turn on the lights. My heart pounded as I unlocked the door and slipped inside. Darkness swallowed me. The air felt thick, stale. I moved slowly, every step deliberate. The faint outline of furniture emerged as my eyes adjusted. The kitchen light was still on, casting a weak glow down the hallway, and then I heard it, breathing. Not mine, it was coming from the living room, soft, patient. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but my feet carried me forward, drawn by a terrible curiosity. A shape shifted in the darkness, tall. Still watching, my pulse roared in my ears. I stumbled back, fumbling for my phone. The screen lit up my trembling hands. No signal. Panic surged through me. I turned and ran for the bedroom, slamming the door and locking it. My chest heaved as I pressed my back against the wood. Slow footsteps echoed down the hallway. A gentle knock sounded on the bedroom door. 3 slow knocks. My blood turned to ice. My phone buzzed in my hand. An incoming call, no number displayed. With shaking fingers, I answered. Static filled my ear, then I heard my own voice, ragged and terrified. "You opened the door," the voice whispered. "Why did you open the door?" I couldn't speak. Tears blurred my vision. "I told you not to," my voice continued. "Now it knows you can hear it." The doorknob rattled softly, and in that moment I understood. The call had never been a warning, it had been an introduction. After that, I can't fully remember what happened. All I know is that I'm still here, but I'm not the same as I was before. Sometimes late at night, when everything is quiet, my phone lights up on its own. There's no number, just static, and within that noise, I can hear the sound of my own breathing. I still work the night shift. Every time the phone rings, a cold fear settles in my chest, because I know that one day that call will come again, and when it does, I might not be able to answer.